Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone action. Last video was a real bittersweet one. On the one hand, I made it to 7 wins with Warlock, but then I lost 2 dumb games in a row. And then I made this deck that looks very promising because, let's face it, it's a mage deck. And mage is really the best in Arena, by a long shot. But even though the deck seemed fine, it lost the first game in a rather heart-crunching fashion. So we're starting off 0 wins, 1 loss. Not my favorite place, but I feel like this deck can have what it takes to go all the way. Not all the way to 12 maybe, but you know, a fair way up there, I think. I think at least halfway up there. God, I just hope so. Okay, so Splash the Druid's our opponent. If this ends up being a terrible run, it's my fault. I definitely misdrafted. If this ends up being a bad run, because there were some difficult choices. I really ignored my curve. I passed on 3 drops. Exclusively, both my 3 drops are not really playable on turn 3, so turn 3 is just always going to suck, and that can sometimes hinder your game. Okay, we got the Arcane Explosion back, even after mulliganing it. Not likely to help unless he obliges me by coining out like a Murloc Tidehunter or something. Slam, slam the Great, slam the Great, slam, slam, slam. Oh, is that spark gonna catch? No. Oh, is that one gonna catch? Nope. God, this is so frustrating. Alright, he does have a coin. Is it a Murloc Tidehunter? Because if it's not, I don't really care about it. Robocub. So he was deciding whether to make it attack or health. Well, yeah, let's play the Snow Chugger. So if he wants to, he can run in and then shapeshift to finish it off. Then I'll spend my 3rd turn pinging his guy off, I guess. No, he's got something better. Is it a Shattered Sun Cleric? It's a Loot Hoarder. I see. So I could actually play Arcane Explosion here if I wished. Interesting choice on his part. He actually gave me the option of not picking this thing off. Let's think about this. I could Arcane Explosion, but that would kill both of his things. Leave me with a 2-1. I forfeit the opportunity later to use this as like a kind of consecration. But you know what? I like the idea of clearing his board here a lot. So I'm going to do it. It's not the sexiest play, but what this does is it puts him in an awkward spot. I've got a creature and he doesn't. If he shapeshifts to kill it, he forfeits the ability to play anything else. So I think it was worth it to do that. Now the problem is that I spent a card killing his dude, and then he gets to kill the Snow Chugger without spending a card, so he goes up a card against me if he shapeshifts. Oh, he's got a 5-drop. Well, that is admittedly quite intimidating. Stampeding Kodo, not a bad response to what has happened here. So here, I could play the guy, but what does he really do for me? Nothing. So let's just go ahead and play the Inventor and draw a card. Again, I'm kind of goading the opponent into running in and using Shapeshift. He did use Innervate to put this Kodo out here, but it's not going to be easy for me to kill that thing. Ancient Watcher, wow. Alright, well that's a good sign, because this thing usually sucks in the arena, though of course if the opponent actually pulls off a combo with it, that's unfortunate. Matter Bomber has a pretty low chance of killing the Kodo off with his bombs, but it seems better than the alternative, which is to play the Drake. So we're going to go ahead and drop the Bomber and just take our chances. Really shitty Mad Bomber. Oh, surprise! Matter Bomber's a shitty card. Wow. So I just paid 5 mana for a 5/4. It's like worse than a Chillwind Yeti. Anyways, is he gonna go for it? Looks like he is gonna shapeshift this time, which is fine by me. Because at least it killed the Kodo off. Kind of. Sort of. And he is gonna make use of this thing. He's gonna give it Taunt. Well, the bad news is that there's a 4/7 Taunt in the way. But the good news is it doesn't attack, so I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. We'll play that thing, and we'll also play Mr. Chow. Next turn, if this thing is still alive, which it might not be, I could play the Geomancer. This thing would actually deal 3 damage across the board. That would put a nice big dent in the Watcher. Oh, fuck, he's got it. Ah, he goes, well, he doesn't go up a card because this thing gave me a card, but, you know, same difference. He manages to extract my Azure Drake from the table. Okay, so here, do I have any? I don't have any silences in this deck, do I? Do I? I can't remember. I think I have a Polymorph, so I can wait for that. So what I'm going to do here, I think, is think. Let's play this thing, and I'm going to ping this. It's slow going to ping that thing to death, but if he's going to play the waiting game on me here, might as well take the opportunity to ping that off. So next turn I can play this for 3 damage again, threatened, if you can't kill the 4/4, and then that would put a nice big dent in the Ancient Watcher. And hopefully kill some of his other stuff too. Alright, he can't seem to decide what to do. Ooh, this is ugly, because I don't really want to Cone of Cold that thing. Shoot, I don't want to Cone of Cold this, because it'll just get enraged. Shit. And I could hit it first if there wasn't a taunt in the way. Well, it's a pretty good job. Cock blocking me here. Let's Unstable Portal, see what I get. I got that thing, huh? Is that worth giving us each a card? Well, I think so. It's free right now, so I might as well take a card and see what I can do. Maybe I can get a Polymorph? Boulder Fist Ogre, Alright, I think I'm going to hang on to the Boulder Fist Ogre. We're going to freeze that Gorobashi for now. And I could consider 2-for-1ing against that, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I could kill this thing next turn with the Frost Elemental plus a ping. And I could still play the Geomancer Cone of Cold thing and just suck it up that this is going to have to get enraged. Actually, I could run in, ping, and then I'd still have 7 mana, which is enough to play this in Cone of Cold. So then I could hit the Gorobashi and then Cone of Cold it, which would kill it with the help of the Ogre Magi if the Ogre Magi is still around to attack it. Very tense game here. He's got tons of cards. I have a nice board presence. He has a Force Tank Max, which is intimidating. Can't get a Polymorph to save my life. Alright, let's think here. I could drop the Geomancer and then Frostbolt the Watcher for 5 damage and ping it to death. That would be a total of 6 mana, leaving me with 3. But then how do I deal with this? There's no great way. So maybe Cone of Cold is what I want to do here. Do I want to enrage this thing first and then just throw the Magi away? If I ping the Force Tank Max, the advantage to that is that the Cone of Cold would then deal more damage to it, making it easier to kill later on. If I don't ping the Force Tank Max, I can ping this guy and use the Frost Elemental to kill it. Then I could run the Gorobashi in here. And then I guess I don't even need Cone of Cold in that case. I could just Frostbolt this thing after running the thing out there. But do I want to use Cone of Cold? Alright, I'm not sure this is the right play, but it's the play I'm going to make. I'm going to Cone of Cold, like so. I'm going to ping this off while his stuff's frozen. Just going to attack him in the face a few times, and then end my turn. I don't know if I made the right play or not. I really have no idea, but that's the play I made. So there it goes. Now he took some damage, even after that Zombie Chow dying. Maybe I should have thrown away this thing so that the Zombie Chow could have lived and he could have been at less health. I could have maybe burned him out. Not sure. But I might be threatening lethal. What is this? 5? Oh, Antique Healbot. Bah. Well, I had 5, 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 5 is 18, 19. I could have actually killed him if it weren't for this Healbot. Let's just count up the damage, shall we? We have 5, 9, plus 4 is 13, 17, 22, 23 damage. Even with this, 25, can't kill him though. Shit. Wow, that Antique Healbot was so epic, it actually hurts. Alright, what do we do here? Do we just go for the face and hope to draw enough burn to kill him off? The thing is, he can make some really damn favorable trades if I do that. How much damage does he have? 7, 12, plus 4 is 16, 19, 20. That's actually almost dying. I really can't go for the face if I'm not going to kill him. This Healbot might have just won him the game. Okay, well, let's do what we can. So we're going to do, I think the Golem is the most efficient way to kill off the Gorobashi. Frostbolt that guy. Stop him from attacking. Do I ping the Leper Gnome or do I play a big creature? I think it's better to play a big creature, so we're going to play this guy. I could have actually killed a Leper Gnome with the Knight. That might have been smart to consider. We'll kill this like so. We'll kill that like so. And I will hit him in the face a few times. Which, maybe I should have used the Geomancer just to finish this thing off. Now the Golem can kill that off. I'm a bit vulnerable to swipe. Crap. He just top decked something he seems to like. Nope. Changes his mind. Mad Bomber. Wow, alright. He actually kills off my Ogre Magi and hits the Geomancer. Wow. If that had hit Force Tank Max, I could have pinged it to death, but instead he got to kill 2 of my creatures for free. That could actually cost me the game. So his Mad Bomber was better than my Matter one. Oh, Christ. And he heals up some more. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Looks like I lost this. Looks like I lost this. I could not burn him out. Alright, so now we have to make really ugly plays. We have to kill that like that. We need to kill this like that. And I guess hit him in the face because I don't even care anymore. This game was so idiotic. I'm gonna go down to 0-2. Yep, it's gonna happen. That Mad Bomber won him the game. But I might have also misplayed a little bit, I'm not sure. That was a really tough choice with the Cone of Cold, and then how to deal with the previous board after he played the Antique Healbot. That was difficult as well. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, here's the time to get Polymorph, if I'm gonna stay in the game at all. It's Flame Cannon. Christ. Alright, so we Flame Cannon something, it kills the Mad Bomber, which is the only thing that actually died. Do I throw the Ogre away? I don't think that makes any sense. Let's just do the Tiger. And then the Tiger and the Frost Elemental is a pretty expensive way of killing Ironbark Protector, but I could still maybe get something that will help me clear things out. Alright, he decides to go for the face, which if there's any way I'm going to win this game, it's because he goes for the face instead of clearing my board. I need Blizzard here pretty badly. Blizzard would be really good. Blizzard would be excellent. Even if I can get rid of this, he's got 17 health, this is only 10 damage, can't kill him. Dark Scale Healer. Are you goddamn kidding me? Massive idiocy. So that game I might have misplayed. Might have misplayed and lost it. I shouldn't complain too much. It was a tough game though, and I was unlucky. It's just that if I had been really good, I might have won despite being unlucky. So that's frustrating in a couple different ways. The bad luck, and also the knowledge that even with the bad luck, I might have been able to win. That game. So, yeah, probably made the wrong call with Cone of Cold and with how to deal with his Force Tank Max and stuff. I should have maybe either committed wholly to clearing his board or wholly to going for his face. Now, going for his face would have failed because he had the Healbot and the Priests of Elune of all goddamn motherfucking things. But yeah, if he hadn't had the Antique Healbot on that one turn, I would have won because I had lethal if he had 8 less health. Okay, so we're up against Ghost Dog, which is a bit worrying since he's a priest, and a priest is a mage's worst matchup. We have some removal and nothing else. So if he just passes the turns, I will not get anywhere. I don't think I ever did make these rockets explode in the last game. Let's see if we can do that this game. Alright, he's doing something. Hopefully it'll die to Frostbolt. The answer is yes, it will. Christ on a cracker. Oh, and as if to taunt me, I get my own Antique Healbot, which is a card that made me lose the previous game because my opponent had it and is totally worthless this game when I have it. Let's see what he's got on turn 2. Hopefully something else to die to my other Frostbolt. That would at least be giving me something to do. Because pinging a creature, your opponent's creature as a mage, is worthless when your opponent is a priest. Well, not entirely worthless. He might have better things to do than hero ability healing his creatures, but pretty worthless. So I don't want to be using my hero ability. He did coin out a 2-drop, and then he had nothing to follow it up with, so that was a mistake, I think, on his part, using the coin because he had nothing to do next turn. No, I'm not going to Arcane Golem on turn 3 versus a priest, because while priests maybe are the least capable of using that extra mana, just giving him like a 4-drop a turn early or a 5-drop a turn early could just have serious problems. Wow, Young Dragonhawk. Holy crap. Okay, so he's going to force me to use my Frostbolt on it. Interesting. Now I have a choice between using Frostbolt on this. You know what? Screw it. Forget the Frostbolt. Let's play that guy. It's a little bit risky, I guess. But unless he has, like... I mean, I guess he could do Divine Spirit Inner Fire combo and hit me for 10. But even so, I've got 5 health coming from this and 8 from that. So I think I'm okay. Taking that chance. Young Dragonhawk. Well, we are 0-2, so we should expect a little bit of a break in this game. Oh god, that would be embarrassing if this run had like fewer than 3 wins, which is, you know, going to be tough to stop now. My worst mage run had 6 wins. It was 10-8, 10-12-6. So, pretty disappointed how this one's starting out. Pretty disappointed indeed. Alright, he decides to run in Mr. Chow. And is he also going to trade the Dragonhawk into the Inventor? Okay, he doesn't have a 4-drop. That's good. I'm happy about that. Looks like he is, and he decides that these things don't die to the Inventor, so why bother? Okay, so here, I think what I'm going to do is just ignore him and play this giant 5-drop. So I'll hit him in this fat face. Now the Zombie Chow will finish off the Gnomish Inventor, but I'm pretty okay with that because this thing cycled for a card. It distracted him a little bit. And this guy will kill off the very threatening Dragonhawk if I want to. So I can play the Ogre next turn. I'd rather play the Ogre than do Frostbolt or anything else because the other cards I have don't really go well with Frostbolt. I forgot I had Big Game Hunter in this deck. So that last game against the Druid, man, if I'd had Big Game Hunter, I could have won. If I had gotten Blizzard, I could have won. If I'd gotten Polymorph, I definitely could have won. There was a lot I could have had to win. He does nothing on turn 5. Wow, this is quite the treat. Okay, what I'm going to do... Wait, why is this thing at 1 health? What did he heal? He healed me? Oh, wow. That's... I don't know what... I guess he's trying to avoid the drawback of this. I don't know what that is. Okay, whatever. We're going to just kill that and kill that. This is just hilarious here. I guess that's what he was doing. How do you misclick that, right? I think he healed me on purpose so that the Zombie Chow wouldn't do anything, but he might as well have just healed the Zombie Chow so I couldn't ping it to death. That would have been even better. He's done pretty much nothing all game, and, okay, let's just see what happens. Holy Fire on the face? Is that what's happening? That's what's happening. Okay, great. He goes down a card and passes the turn because he had nothing else he could do. Oh, well, that's the upside to losing twice in a row, I guess, is you have a chance of running into some Saturday afternoon 0-2ers. Ghost Dog. Making the magic happen. Okay, so he's thinking a lot. I don't know what his hand is. He's played nothing for like 6 turns. I guess it's just a lot of removal. So there's the Shadow Word Death. Heal on the face. He should have an extra 2 hit points because he should have healed himself instead of me that one time. Okay. Very quickly, this will begin to get out of control. So we're going to play the Tiger. Chow, ping his face. And now I've got 4, 9 plus 5 is 14 damage. 18 damage. 21 damage. So if he doesn't kill the Chow to get the healing right now, I will threaten the lethal damage to kill him next turn. He hasn't been playing much, so maybe he's sitting on a mind control tech, but honestly I doubt it. Given his level of play, I don't think that's what he's waiting on. Alright, Light Spawn and Light Spawn, alright. So that should do it. And I'll just shoot the Frostbolt because we don't actually need the Arcane Golem. That's a wrap. Okay, so... Oh, he gives me a well played. That's really nice. Okay, so that's that. And gotta cast 2 more of those minions to finish off the daily quest. And I would like to win at least 2 more games. Undying Shame is upon me if this deck doesn't do better, because then it means I just totally ruined the draft and the games. Since it doesn't look like the draft was, like, you know, comically unlucky or anything. And I'm a mage, so I should really be doing better. So let's see what happens. Hut? A paladin. Durin's Bane. I wonder if that's a reference to a video game, or if this guy just really hates somebody named Durin. Okay, terrible opening hand. Utter garbage there. Okay, much better. So the freezing stuff is nice against paladins. It can ruin their True Silver Dreams. But unfortunately, I am player 1, not player 2, so I can't play these Snowchugger just yet. Please pass your turn, pass your turn, pass your turn. Man, Paladins, I find I really hope they pass their turn because it's much easier to keep the board clear of creatures if they pass. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. He chooses to play Bluegill Warrior, which is very interesting. He's enticing me to go up a card at the expense of playing my play on turn 2. And I will do that. I could have played Snow Chugger, but there's all kinds of things the Paladin can do to buff up the thing. I figured let's just go up a card, slow my development, but then, you know, try to catch up later. Alright, this is pretty good to see because I actually don't get why he didn't play this on turn 1, if that's what he had. I think this came out of the middle of his hand. He should have played that because that wasn't going to get pinged to death. And then play the Bluegill Warrior later. Maybe there would have been something to kill with the Warrior. I'm going to call that a mistake. Okay, so this thing drops, which is admittedly quite scary. If I play the Elemental and just ignore this guy, then he could just run in, get Wind Fury, and hit me in the face, and it could cause problems if he has like a Blessing of Kings or something. So what I'm going to do is actually be a little bit conservative. We'll kill that. We'll Frostbolt this, and it's lucky I drew Zombie Chow. This actually is a big help. It can mop up minions without me having to use my hero ability. Next turn, I'd like to play the healer to heal up Mr. Chugger over here. And that's the most likely play. I can't imagine anything else. There's no point in playing a 4-drop enough. I've got 5 drops. Okay. So I cannot clear his board if I play the Darkscale healer. But if I ping, I don't get to play anything besides the intellect. I don't think that's right. So what I'm going to do here is... Let's see, I can run in and kill the recruit and pop the shield. Or I can heal first. No, I think I want to do this, actually. So we're going to run in there. Heal. Attack, which pops the shield. This thing didn't get damaged, so it doesn't get frozen. But my thinking for this was, I get to keep my Zombie Chow at bigger health. And take the shield off, which can be annoying to deal with. He plays a really bad card, which I'm delighted to see. And I can actually clear his board without having to spend any mana, which I'm also delighted to see. This means I can play my better creature, the Tiger, here, if I wish to. If I wish to, I can also ping this off and just play a 4-drop. Why don't we do that? I'm not going to use Frostbolt on this. I think that would be a bit wasteful. Let's just play a really amazing 4-drop. Okay, now I'd say that I'm winning the game. He hasn't made too many mistakes apart from that Bluegill Warrior mistake, but I just think he's had weaker cards than I have. So here's where my ignoring the curve helped. Alright, Frostbolt is pretty effective against this. It's going to get a random 4-drop out of it, but I don't see anything better than Frostbolt. So do I play this guy to spell damage up? That would take up all of my mana. Or do I Frostbolt ping, which leaves me with 3 mana, which can do what? Draw cards? Not worth it. So let's go ahead and do this. Frostbolt for 4 and see if it's a good 4-drop. Gets a decent one, but not the best. Chillwind Yeti or something. Well, Chillwind Yeti's not the best. The best is Pit Lord, but Chillwind Yeti and Senjin are like 2 things you really hope for. The 4/3 is okay, but it just dies. Consecration, I'm pretty safe. It just kills 1 thing. This is, again, wasteful in my hand, just reminding me of that painful loss to the Druid. Alright, he plays this, which on turn 7 is not that great. Especially against a mage who can ping it off freely. Alright. So now he can kill off some of my stuff here. Matter Bomber is obviously unplayable. So let's ping this off. Get rid of Mr. Chow. Notice I'm not concerned about this Arcane Intellect. I'd much rather get board presence right now than get a card. I'll play this when I'm basically out of other things to do. So a Consecration here would hurt. It would kill 3 of my creatures, but I imagine he would have used it last turn if he'd had it. Unless he drew it off of the Novice Engineer. So unless he drew a Consecration off the Novice Engineer or his top deck for the turn, I should not expect a Consecration here. Okay. I don't know why he did that. That actually makes the creature better.
What's happening?
He should have played a recruit first and then flipped its stats to avoid giving me a creature upgrade. Unless he did that on purpose to reduce my damage. Maybe that's possible. Okay. So we have 5, 9, plus 3 is 12. Well, okay, so I guess that makes sense. I had lethal. What am I talking about? He's totally right. I'm sorry. I had lethal damage, and I guess he had no removal, because I had 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 3 is 16 on the spot. This reduced my damage by 3, I can make up for it by 1, but I can't kill him. So the Matter Bomber, if it would throw some bombs on him, I could actually win. But let's just Arcane Intellect first, see if we can get something else. We can't. Okay, let's play that. Ping that. And sure, I don't really see any reason to go crazy here. Let's just clear his board, do a bit of damage. I've got monstrous card advantage here, life advantage, board advantage. There's no reason to, you know, go crazy gambling. He goes down a card on the Tiger with Humility, but that doesn't do anything. Stormwind Champion doesn't do anything. So he's, with Crazed Alchemist and Humility, is prolonging his life, but I don't think it's actually going to save him. So we have 1, 2, plus 7 is 9 damage, 10 damage. Okay, so never mind. It actually does save him for now. Let's freeze that champion. Hit him in his face some more. He's really trying his hardest to stop me from killing him, but I just don't see how it's going to happen now. He's dead in 2 turns just to pings. The Mad Bomber might kill him if he clears my board. Alright, this is like the greatest... This is like the greatest delay tactic of all time. He's held on for 3 turns now with remarkable cards. Crazed Alchemist, Humility, Seal of Light, or whatever that is, Holy Light. Okay, so do I have enough damage to kill him now? What is this, 5, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage? I actually can't kill him unless Matter Bomber delivers, but that's a risk I don't particularly want to take. So, okay. Oh man, the comedy. Alright, so let's Blizzard it up. Flame Cannon. In his face. And again, try to finish this off. It was 1 damage shy, killing him. Could have played the Matter Bomber, but I mean, I just didn't want to take any unnecessary risks. So I'm threatening lethal with the ping. He's going to have more healing and more delay tactics. He doesn't. Alright, well played. That was a genuinely amusing game. Okay, did I make it to 2 wins? Was that 3 wins? 2 wins? Where am I at? I'm at 2 wins now. This is taking a while. Alright, so 1 more win to save a little bit of face is all I can really hope for here. Oh, that Paladin, Durin's Bane. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't Durin, or else all that crazy delay tactic stuff would have actually worked. Okay, who's our next opponent? Let's find out, please. Surely there are people playing on Saturday afternoon. It's a Druid again. Alright, Wild Thorn. Opening hand level, terrible. Continues to be terrible. Okay, so at least these cards are not going to be in my opening hand, and at least I'm second. So I have more mulligan opportunities. Nope. There we go. Alright, we got 1 card out of 8 that's actually playable early on. Polymorph just taunting me because against the last Druid I played, it would have let me win the game. Didn't show up, though. Luckily, he passes on turn 1. Arcane Golem's a terrible draw. This is really bad. I don't have any of my flamethrowers or frostbolts or anything to play for the next... I don't have anything to play for the next ever. There's nothing for me to play here in any foreseeable future. These are all unplayable cards until my opponent does some stuff. It's the Zombie Child, which I guess makes sense. If it's going to heal him back up, might as well do that. I am just stunned by the bad quality of draws. I mean, this deck has tons of 2-drops, tons of 4-drops. There's a ton of 4 stuff. I guess I got the 4 drops that aren't actually playable. Oh, man. This is ugly. Woke up, so he's going to make this a 2-3. Joke's on him, though. I've got nothing better to do than run this in and ping. So, what has happened here? Neither of us has done anything, but he's the first player, so he's got the advantage. Because if no one's doing anything, the advantage is to the first player who's going to make the first big play. So he's in the lead here because of my unbelievably horrendous draw. Ogre Brute. Alright, is that worth coining into a Dark Scale Healer? Basically paying a coin to play a Chillwind Yeti? Yeah, it's worth it. Now if he runs in and shapeshifts, I'll be actually pretty happy because that's better than him actually playing a really strong play, I suppose, at this point. Another Tron looks like he's actually going to start to go for broke here.
Something needs tinkering?
Oh man, that's a really good play. So he has a 4/4 again. Alright, it flips, so my guy takes a hit. Now here, do you Cone of Cold? I don't think so. I don't know what that would do, really. Let's just play this thing. And, kill the Annoyatron. So his 4/4 gets to kill my 2/4, and he gets to play his turn 6 play. I mean, I'm just really far behind here. Card-wise, I'm doing okay, but quality of my cards is just horrifically bad. The one positive thing is this thing is going to be down to 2 health, so it will die to Blizzard, so if he plays a bunch of little crap, I can actually get away with a bit of murder here. Alright, kind of. This thing is going to survive a Blizzard. Frostbolt. Alright, let's play this guy. Freeze his highest attacker. I doubt he'd want to throw all this stuff and Shapeshift to kill the Elemental. I'm hoping he plays a few more things and then the Blizzard could actually be really good. No Starfire, please. Alright, so he is going to kill my Elemental.
Wanna blow something up?
Mad Bomber. And it did actually enrage that thing, so it can trade in. Well, it could already trade in already because it was already going to deal 3 damage. Well, this makes no sense now because the thing was going to... Yeah, the Mad Bomber timing was off. Anyway, I think he makes the right play, actually. That was the right move because even though it felt wrong, it was better to do that than to just keep my creature out. Gives it +1 health, though it makes no difference. He really should have done one of these, I think. I guess this prevents it from being pinged. I see. Alright, so do I play Blizzard here? Nah, I think if you're in this situation, you just gotta go for your Matter Bomber. Right, if you're not playing Matter Bomber here, then what are you doing with your life? Alright, so the armor plating does not save the wolf. And I actually get pretty lucky there. We get to kill off his 4/1. Alright, that was fortunate. Now he can kill the Matter Bomber pretty easily, but I'm actually ahead on cards. Right? Because he's got 5, I've got 6. My problem is that my card quality just really sucks. Okay, I was kind of hoping for an Ironbark Protector, but this guy isn't going to play them. No. Only play Ironbarks when I don't have Polymorph. That's the rule of druids. Okay, so do we play Blizzard here? It seems a bit underwhelming. I might as well wait a bit. Shredder doesn't seem that good. I'll just die to that Knight. So if I Blizzard and ping this thing, I can ping this off to death next turn. But I lose the opportunity of perhaps getting a better Blizzard later. I could hedge my bets. My favorite thing in the world. Yes, let's hedge my bets. I'm going to Cone of Cold that, and then I'm going to play Piloted Shredder. So now I can Blizzard and kill everything that he has, but this thing might actually live because the Int Master can't kill it. So he's going to have to work to kill it. Now that we're up to 9 mana, this guy is actually playable, so I can use this for removal, I can use this for removal. I have tons of removal. Oh, this thing gets a buff, which sucks, because now it doesn't die to Blizzard with Ping. This is obviously not worth polymorphing, but it might be worth frostbolting. I don't know. Let's think about this. So Blizzard, Ping. I could kill this off. But this thing will live. But it'll be frozen. Or I could choose the Arcane Golem to kill that. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's use the Arcane Golem to kill this thing. We then Blizzard to kill off... Wait, hang on. Instead of Blizzard, I can actually just Frostbolt this thing and ping off one of these guys. Then I've got this left. Then it's going to be killable. Alright, let's just Blizzard now. It's a bit risky because this thing could get healed or Mark of Nature or something, but I'm threatening to ping it off to death. I have the card advantage. She's got 4 to my 5. I have a big creature finally to play, and I can polymorph in response to any of his big threats. Okay, this is looking really good. So here, what we can do is polymorph this amazing 6-drop. Ping the... Oh, hang on a minute. Always draw cards first, ladies and gentlemen. Always draw cards first. Let's get our card from the Dancing Swords. Unstable Portal. Well, let's see what it is. Whenever you summon a pirate, gain stealth. Well, that didn't work out. I probably should have just played the guaranteed good 4-drop instead of gambling on this. I'm going to do it. Wait, hang on a minute. There's no point doing it yet. I'm going to wait on that. So my thinking is I'll play this later to make him shapeshift into it. Right now he can use the sheep to kill it, so I don't want to give him that free kill. Let's wait until I can ping off this sheep. But I screwed up. I shouldn't have unstable portal. I should have watered elemental. Anyway, he concedes. He's way behind on cards. We make it to 3 wins. Thank gravy goodness. Let's take our 3rd win and rejoice in a jubilant fashion. And we have time for, what, 1 more, maybe 2 more games? And trying to get up to 4 wins. 4 wins, you save face. Yes, it's not terrible if it's 4 wins. It's really not terrible if it's 3. 4 just feels terrible because I've had so many 4s lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my recent runs have been 4s. 6, 7 if you count back deeper. 8. Ugh, so many 4s. Just ridiculous. But anyway, here, given how this thing started, to be pretty happy with 4. Why can't I get anything to play on turn 1 or turn 2 ever? My balls, Jesus. Alright, there's a Frostbolt. At least I have something to do. Arcane Explosion may or may not have anything to do, but at least later on this can be good. I've got 3 spell damage minions, of which one is this thing. My opponent, the Shaman, Hazard. Is that because he's hazardous? Is just sitting around doing nothing. Oh, I saw a card flick. Saw a card flick, ladies and gentlemen. He's there. Yeah, he's there. Yep. And he chooses to keep his hand. Okay, cool. Cone of Gold. More removal. Somewhat conditional, like Arcane Explosion. So he kept his whole hand, but chooses not to play anything on turn 1. I guess he likes what he has going on turn 2. Is it possible that he just ran out of time? I'm not going to play the Arcane Golem, tempting as it is to kill that totem. I think that's just a horrid mistake. Can't get a card to play to save my goddamn life. But alright, let's see what he's got for me. I've got plenty of removal. So as soon as he plays stuff, I am, boy, all kinds of on top of it. Torn Warrior. Alright, great. You get Frostbolted. Yeehaw. Watch, I'm going to get a 4-drop, like Piloted Shredder or something. Hit. Okay, cool. Got to play next turn. Note, of course, I'm pinging his face, not the totem, because the totem will just heal itself. So next turn, my plan is whatever he plays, I just play the Tiger. He can't mess with the Tiger. And then he plays more stuff. Maybe I can Blizzard, maybe I can Cone of Cold. We'll just have to see. Alright, this is something I'm okay with seeing, because it leaves me with some options. Oh god, Matter Bomber. Matter Bomber. You gotta do it here, or else it's just never gonna get played. Yeah, gotta happen. So I just hope it kills Mr. Bitey. That would just be enough for me. Nope, 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 and nope. Awesome. So Mr. Bitey didn't die. That means this 4-drop, if he wants, can trade with my 5-drop. But the good news is, even with this thing being healed, I'm still set up reasonably well for a Blizzard or Cone of Cold, depending on the scenario. Depending on what he adds to the table. Here's a 6-drop. I don't have my Polymorph, unfortunately. It's a Fire Elemental. Fuck me sideways. So because Mr. Bitey didn't die, he has the free kill for this. Now the Blizzard is just terrible, and I don't have Polymorph for the Elemental. I do have another Cone of Cold, though. Okay, so here's the move. Now we play the Tiger, and we start taking a pounding to the face. But what this is allowing me to do is build up more of my mana so I can play more of these really expensive freezy spells. This guy's going to heal up to full, so my Matter Bomber just utterly, horridly, terribly sucked. Turn 7, I could do Azure Drake, Arcane Explosion, but with this thing on the table, I don't see how that's valuable. Holy Christ. Alright, so he actually pulled off a Windspeaker here. I'm about to take a ton of damage. Is he going to double Rockbiter it for good measure here? That'd actually kill me if he had double Rockbiter. And he gives that thing taunt, which makes sense. So what he's doing here is he's stopping the Tiger from killing off the Fire Elemental. A sensible play. Okay, well, Blizzard it is. This freezes his guy, which would have killed me next turn. And I am going to reveal the Tiger to kill off that taunt creature, so I have a chance at least of being able to kill this thing off. I can freeze for a couple more turns. Got these Cones of Cold. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so now I could do this and Cone of Cold these guys, but then I cannot ping, which is annoying, because I'd love to ping this to death and then Cone of Cold. So much as it sucks. Yeah, let's ping this. I wish I had the Geomancer, not the Ogre Magi. Freeze that up and pass the turn. Don't really see a point in playing this thing off right now. I might play it next turn with the Azure Drake. So the Azure Drake next turn, I can actually do Kona Cold number 2. And get the extra spell damage there. This thing is crappy, so I don't care about that. That thing is pretty unfortunate. So we get a Divine Shield, which is annoying. Oh my god, that's really annoying. God damn it. So, what the hell do you do here? Is it even worth it to Cone of Cold? Yeah, I think I have to do it. So we need to make sure that we kill off Mr. Wind Fury over here. This thing's going to get healed back up to full, which is pretty good because it has taunt and all that. I'm going to lose this game. I don't think I can actually come back. He's got too many cards and I'm too low on health. I'm about to drop below 10. Fucking double Fire Elementals and my deck not having any playable cards. Okay, so Arcane Golem can kill this Fire Elemental. Azure Drake can kill the Stone Skin Gargoyle. Frostbolt can kill the Flesh Eating Ghoul. I'm hanging in here. I'm hanging on in there. No, don't kill this, please. No, dude, don't kill it. No, no. Oh, he's gonna kill it. Fuck. Because I just realized I could have played Ogre Magi and this would have been 3 damage across the board, which would have been pretty great. But now it's only 2 damage across the board, which isn't enough. And he heals this up. Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh, that makes it so much harder. God damn it. Alright, so we have to do this to kill that thing. And I'm just fucked. There's just nothing. Oh, man. This thing's gonna hit me. Even if I Frostbolt it, I can't kill it because he flipped the goddamn healing totem. Jesus. Alright, well, we might as well freeze that, I guess. And ping his face. Because the totem's gonna heal up anyway. He still has 3 cards in his hand. He only deals 6 damage. I am so fucked. I just cannot believe how dumb this game was. Cannot fathom. Stupidity level super high. Alright, he plays this, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. I'm just a snap, crackle, and pop away from dying here. I can clear his board if he plays nothing else. Antique Healbot would actually not be the worst thing in the world right now. But I can't play it on the next turn. I have to take care that this is cleared off. Actually, I could play it if I got it. I could run in with the Arcane Golem, ping this off, use the Fairy Dragon to trade that, and let his totems sit, risking Bloodlust, but I can kill the totems off later with Ogre Magi plus Arcane Explosion. So do I play around Bloodlust here? He did suspiciously leave a bunch of cards in his hand. So I could clear this board off if I run in with the Golem, play Ogre Magi, Arcane Explosion kills this off, and then I can actually ping this to death. I think I'm actually going to do it. Yeah, so we'll do this. And this. And I have a choice. I could either throw a creature away to put a better creature on the table, or I could ping this to get more value out of my cards. I'm going to try pinging this. Do I keep a 1 toughness or a 2 toughness? Let's keep the 2 toughness because it can't be targeted. So what I did there was I just played completely around Bloodlust. He kept 2 cards in his hand. Seems like that's what he had. This is one of the cards he was keeping. It's not Bloodlust if he's holding it out in front of him. It's a Farseer, which I don't care about. I can kill that easily enough. Wonder why I didn't play that last turn. He should have just played it. Every extra creature on the board counts. Okay, we're starting to crawl back in here. So we need to try to get as much value as we can from our cards. Let's kill that. Let's kill that. And rather than drawing more cards to fish for that Antique Healbot, I'm going to put as many creatures on the board as I can. He clearly doesn't have a way of dealing 6 damage or he would have done it already. So I want to get as much board presence as I can. Everything he plays I have to kill, so I want as much out here as I can possibly have. And then we'll try to fish for that Antique Healbot later. So it's Stormwind Champion, which I don't really care about very much. And I don't get an Antique Healbot. So if I Arcane Intellect, I might get the Healbot, which would give me a bit of breathing room. But if I play the Healbot, I can't polymorph the Stormwind Champion. However, I can just throw 2 creatures at the Stormwind Champion, and that would let me play the Healbot. If I don't get the Healbot, I can still play polymorph. Okay, this is the move, I think. Nope. And interesting. So if I freeze this and he has a silence, I'm screwed. I don't want to lose to silence. I also don't want to use the polymorph if I don't have to. Can I kill him? Hang on. 4, 8, plus 6, 14. No, no kills. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw 2 cards away to kill this thing. I'm going to kill spell damage because it would be insane to let him keep it. And then I am actually just going to play the Ogre. So it'll start to put some pressure on him. He can still win. He's been holding on to this for a while. Maybe he's fishing for an extra damage. Like he has a Lightning Bolt and he's fishing for a Rock Biter. Spider Tank is not extra damage, and that's what he top decked, so that's good. I'd still love to see an antique Healbot here at some point. Can't kill him. I have 13, 14 damage, not enough to kill him. I have no card draw. So, okay, we're just on board clearing duty. I'm going to freeze his face because it's too risky to freeze his creatures. He can silence them and kill me. And this at least means if he gets a weapon, the weapon doesn't deal damage. So like a Power Mace or a Stormforged Axe, freezing him reduces the risk. So now is his last chance to deal 6 direct damage to the face. Otherwise, this looks like a pretty good lethal lineup. Totem? He's fishing maybe for... He already had spell damage, didn't use it though, so I'm guessing that's not it. Flame Tongue doesn't do anything. Does he have a charge creature? He actually does have silence, so it's a good thing I didn't try to rely on that. And what's the last thing here? This card he's been holding on to. Or just top decked, I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. We actually get to win the game. Well, that was certainly unexpected, given how things were going, but we win. And it's a little bit past 45 minutes, so we're gonna finish up this very tense run in the next video before starting the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.